Yeah, again, it wasn't the video I was planning. Look, honestly, I was planning on talking about drinkers will be able to buy booze with digital ID, blah, 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 all the rest of it. And DWP, powers to ban drivers and deduct money from bank accounts begin. Think about all this and more, right? But what are we getting promoted? Tensions rise over fascist parades held across Scotland. Now, straight away, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, why is this in black and white monochrome? Seriously. Because that's what it is. For dramatic effect. Come on. Seriously. If any of you idiots out there think that the powers that be are in amongst whatever the hell that is, and honestly, when I saw this picture, actually, let's look at, 429 laughy faces. They get it, yeah. When I saw this, I'm thinking, Aldous Huxley's Counterpoint from 1928. And it's a book I would recommend everybody should read, especially just now when you think about it, yeah. And I can actually read authors, but not necessarily agree or disagree or like or dislike them. They're books that everybody should read, yeah? Because I do get the feeling we're getting played. And some authors, well, they were setting the stages for a lot of things. Remember, 1928, and I distinctly remember about a character called Everard Webley, yeah, a political apparent demagogue and leader of his own quasi-military group, the Brotherhood of British Freemen. Webley is often assumed to be based on Oswald Mosley, but there are reasons for doubting this, not least of which is, at the time, Mosley was a member of the Labour Party, apparently, at that point. And it wasn't until later, But I honestly, it's a book I definitely recommend you read, especially now. Seriously. Especially now. Without a doubt. Let me repeat. This nonsense, if you don't think this is if you think this is grassroots, think again. Seriously. Honestly, the level of naivety in so many people. Seriously. All I've ever said is, hey, look at what you're dealing with. Don't join groups. Don't protest. Anything that's organised is either infiltrated or started from the ground up. But I keep hearing that people don't want to read. There are people that are out there reading, but it's not the majority. And I keep saying to people, read older books. You'd be astounded. But if you believe that this isn't fucking controlled, honestly, the world is a stage. There is not a country in the world that is not Masonically controlled. How do you get order out of chaos? How do you get the 15 minutes cities, the 20-minute neighbourhoods, the zones within cities, the checkpoints? We're beyond the digital ID at that point, and it's quite literally a chip under the skin. What was that film, Vin Diesel, from the noughties? And in order for him to get from somewhere, what was it, either Eastern Europe or Russia, but to get into the United States, he needed to get some kind of chip under the skin that he injected. Yeah? I mean, think of how many films just to get people to think, wow, that's a great idea and something I want to achieve in life. There is no end to where this goes. But, seriously. As always, most people are getting played. It's certainly not me. I find all this pish painful. How hard is it for people to communicate with each other and just talk sense? No, look what's happened today. Oh, look what's happened today. But never explain why or the reasons or who's behind it. Seriously. If anybody, come on. Remember, black and white, monochromatic. Why? Drama. Emphasis. 2026, and they're literally reenacting some fascist and all the rest of it movement. And remember, the true definition of fascism, Mussolini, is when big business, corporations, and government become one and the same. And yet, what is happening all around us in the form of digital IDs and, the way the Sun's worded it, and this will be my next bit, it's only for anybody that looks young and, doesn't want to have to carry a passport. Do you believe that? Honestly, that'll be my next one. Anyway, speak to you soon.